Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a budget with me for the month of December. It's been a while since I have shared a video like this, since I've been pretty busy with work, and when I come home I just want to relax and eat dinner and then shower and then go to bed. If you are new to my channel, thank you. I can't thank you enough. My name is Delia Mireya. On my channel you are going to find all cash stuffing videos. I also share with you all plan with me or budget with me videos, DIYs. I am on a journey to being debt free. We are in quite a bit of debt, so I am always praying to God that someday in the near future that will be possible. I was a stay-at-home mom for 7 years when my son was born, and I did get a small part-time job in the summer, so I was able to pay one of my credit cards. But then, life happens, things happened. We have a family member that was a little bit ill, so we helped out with some of the bills. Things started to pile up, so we are in debt again. I mean, it's not like we weren't in debt, but the debt was going down, and now it has increased a little bit, but not too much. So I did share with you all a debt confession video previous to this one. So if you haven't checked out that video, please do go to my channel and all those videos will be there. I am doing Vlogmas where you share a video every day in the month of December. I know I started a little bit late, friends. I am on Christmas winter break, so I thought to myself, you know what, I'm gonna take advantage and try and film as many videos as I can with you all. I'm going to fill out my monthly sheet and I will be right back with you. What I'm going to do first when I do a monthly budget, I like to fill in the due dates of when my bills are to be paid. I will do that first. For example, my mortgage, that one is due on the 1st. So I also mark the days that we get paid. So my husband gets paid on the 8th. I am currently working after 7 years of being a stay-at-home mom. I'm working as a kindergarten teacher, so I get paid on Friday. So my husband and I get paid the same week, bi-weekly. These are our paydays. If our mortgage is due on the 1st, we have to budget and save the income from the last paycheck of the prior month. For example, that would have been November. My husband has been the breadwinner for years. I just got like a small part-time job, and before that I was working a little bit as well. So he is the one that pays all the bills. The mortgage would come out from his paycheck on November 24th. That money we put in an envelope, we save it, and we go to the bank and pay it maybe 1 or 2 days before the due date. I don't like to pay it too early on, but I do pay it like a couple days before it's due. So we pay that. I'm going to go ahead and put the mortgage here, but we already paid that one because we are in mid-December, and I know it's a bit late for me to share this with you all. I do have like a separate budget form that I use, but I'm just going to redo it. That way I can explain it to you all, and also to share this video with you all on giving you ideas and also on how I budget. That way, if you are new to budgeting, then you'll probably get some ideas from this video. I mean, I hope so. So the last paycheck for the month of December is going to be December 22nd. So this is where we're going to save our mortgage for the following month, with January 1st. That's when we have to pay it. So this is where we're going to save that amount. Let me just fill in what our bills that we pay and then the dates. Hey friends, I am back. I filled everything out. This morning my tonsils were hurting. I have a little bit of a cough and my throat hurts just a little bit. I'm so glad that I'm not working right now. I'm sorry if my voice might be a little bit raspy. Okay, so I filled out my budget sheet. Now let me explain to you all how this works. I have written down all of the fixed expenses and things, priority bills that we have to pay each month. We have to pay mortgage, internet, Verizon. We have to pay our credit card to Lowe's, water, electric, haircuts, medical, trash, car insurance, Hulu, groceries, gas, for both checks and then also groceries. We take out a certain amount, well, $240 for both checks, sewer, and then car loan. These are the bills that we would always pay, and my husband would take care of all that. Now that I'm working, I am actually working on paying off debt. That's how we are working as a team to tackle all of this debt. So, but what I do for our water bill is I always pay $40. Sometimes it's $32, sometimes it's $38, and I leave the rest as credit. And also what I was doing is I would go to the water company and I would pay, sometimes I would pay, give them 40 and they would give me change, and I would save the change in an envelope, and whenever our water bill is higher, then I just pay out of what's left in that envelope. But lately what I've been doing is I've just been telling them to keep the change and to put it as credit. So for the month of December, we actually do not have a bill, and I was telling my husband, I told my husband, you know what, that'll be like our little savings for the month of December. So I wrote it down, but we don't have to pay it for this month. I'm just going to leave it there for now because the $40, I can save it in my envelope where I put our water bill, and then I'll just save it for the following month. So I have to figure out what bills can I pay with the first paycheck. I won't be including my paycheck for this video. I mean, I did highlight it here, but I'm focused on paying off debt with my paycheck. But I will do a separate video on how I budget my paycheck. So for this one, we're just doing bills, 1,380. So I can pay my mortgage with the first one. So I'm going to highlight in orange everything that I'm going to pay with the first paycheck. We obviously need to take out groceries, 240 with the first paycheck. With the first paycheck, I have the option to either pay the mortgage or I can just wait till the next paycheck, which, yeah, that's what we do. We wait till the next paycheck. So first paycheck, I'll highlight in orange. We take out groceries and we also take out money for gas. Out of 1410, we're going to subtract 240 and then we're going to subtract 80. We have a total of 1,090. The next thing that we do pay with the first check is our Lowe's credit card. We also pay our car loan with the first paycheck. And I know I could easily pay with the next check, but this one mostly focuses on mortgage. I also take out money from car insurance. So if we subtract 100 from those, that's 990. I had to make a couple of changes. I added the amounts wrong. So what I highlighted in yellow is what is paid with the second check of the month, and what I highlighted in orange is what is paid with the first paycheck of the month. So the first check of the month of December falls on the 8th, and that's what we pay. Everything that's highlighted in orange. For example, we pay haircuts, medical, trash, car insurance, Hulu, groceries, gas, Lowe's, car loan. That's what we pay with the first paycheck, whatever day that it falls on. With the second paycheck, we pay our mortgage, internet, Verizon, water, electric, groceries, and gas. Now for water, it is variable. Sometimes it's a little bit less, sometimes it's a little bit more, but I like to always budget 40 and I always pay 40. For electric, it's also under 200, except in the summer it does go up a little bit, but I leave everything in a cash envelope, and whatever is left over, I put it there. For the months that it's more, then I know that I have that extra dollars in that envelope. Same for water. Or for water, sometimes we go into the company and we've been paying more, so we have a credit. So for the month of December, we will not have a water bill. I still left it on here because I do plan on doing my cash stuffing and then leave the $40 in that envelope just because I like to have extra for whenever it is more, or if we need any more money for our water bill. And then I added everything up. So fixed expenses is $2,825. Variable is the water and the electric, but as I mentioned, I like to budget a little bit more because we save that money up for whenever the bills do increase. And then I divided that by 2, which it's 28.25 divided by 2 equals 14.12 and 50 cents. And my husband gets paid around 14.30, 14.10 sometimes. And so right now that I'm working, we're working as a team to pay off our debt. So for example, I've been paying the Lowe's credit card, so that one we actually don't pay it with this check. Before that, he was taking charge of everything and paying everything off. So I'm trying to tackle off the debt that we have, and I will do a separate video on that, on how I budget my income from work. Okay, now I'm going to share with you all my monthly budget form, and I'm just gonna fill in the numbers and then I'll go over it with you. I don't like to make things too confusing, so I normally do 2 monthly budget sheets. I do one with my husband's income because he pays all of the expenses. I'm focusing on paying off debt, for example, Lowe's, Wells Fargo, all of our overall debt. But for now, this is like the first time that I do it together. So let's see how that works. I'm going to add up the totals, and then whatever money I have left over from my income here after paying off Lowe's, Wells Fargo, Victoria's Secret, and Target, and also my car loan, what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to pay off whatever else that we have in debt, and whatever else is left over from my husband's income, I'm going to put it in savings. So let me add up the totals and then I will show you how that looks in a minute. Hey friends, after several calculations, so this is what I came up with. This is our monthly budget December sheet. Now the first income for my husband's pay, which I mentioned in the monthly sheet, he gets paid on the 8th and he also gets paid on the 22nd. I get paid on the 9th and on the 23rd. And you know what? I forgot to include my second paycheck, but that's totally fine because I already finished this, and any extra cash that I get, I apply towards our debt. Let me go over everything with you. I have, for fixed expenses, I have home, internet, Verizon, water, electric, sewer, both car loans, Hulu, haircuts, and medical. And I pay my second car loan. I also pay with my income. I'm going to be paying Lowe's and then Wells Fargo, Victoria's Secret, and Target. That way I can tackle these 2 debts and I won't have these for the next month. And then groceries, we take out $480. This is $120 each week. So every week, for example, for this paycheck, I take out $240. So that would be $120 for this week and $120 for this week. And then with this check, I take out $240 for groceries, which that is for the following week, $120, and then $120 for the next week. That's what I do, and I also do the same thing with gas. I take out $160, and then I put that I spent $160 because we've been spending the full $480 for groceries and the full amount for gas as well. Car insurance, I like to save $100. We pay every year, and I save everything in an envelope. That way, at the end of the year, we have the full amount to pay it off, which this year it didn't work out that way. We had to use it up for an emergency. So the total for that, for variable, I put it under variable expenses, which they're not very variable because we do spend it all. Now, if I do have a little bit more extra money, I do like to cash stuff our car insurance with a little bit more, but for now it's $740. For debt, these are the debts that we have, and then I didn't include the car loans because I pretty much do it as a fixed expense because we know that we have to pay it off. For our car loan, it's not the exact amount. I do like to pay maybe like $5 extra that I pay towards the principal, but it's not a lot, but it helps out. So that's $821.94. That is what I'm going to focus on paying in our debt, and also any extra amount that I do get paid because I forgot to include it in this budgeting. I can't believe I forgot. I just put 911. So for savings, it's $50. So our total income is $3,792 minus the expenses, $3,618.15. So we have a plus. That's a good thing. We have extra money of $173.85, which we're actually going to have more. We're going to have plus 911 that I forgot to add up. So if I was to add up my other check that I forgot here, I'll put plus 911. So we actually have extra for the month of $1,084.85. And I'm going to try and apply most of it in our debt. And then if I have maybe $100 for an emergency fund, because we don't have one right now, we've spent it all for the end of the year. So I'll probably do that, and then one or two sinking funds, because I didn't add them on here. For example, our sinking funds are, I like to save for emergency cash, which I try to save. I stopped saving for holidays because we are in debt, so I was applying everything to our snowball debt. And then I like to save for toiletries and a little bit of saving. So that's where the extra money will be going to, mostly towards debt. I just want to make sure I get that point straight across, because that's what I'm going to try and do. I want to focus on paying off our debt. Well, friends, that is it for this video. I hope that you all enjoyed it. I have a couple more printables that I printed, but I will be doing that in the next video. Thanks for staying till the end of this video. May God bless each and every one of you all, and I hope that you all have a Merry Christmas, and stay tuned because there's more videos that are going to be coming up. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye bye.